Are you tired of feeling like your money is disappearing before your eyes? It's time to take a page from Grandma's book and embrace the frugal living tips of the past. These tried and true tips will help you save hundreds. Number 1. Make your own cleaning products. Grandma didn't buy expensive bottles of cleaner for every surface in her home because they simply didn't exist. Instead, she used household items such as vinegar, baking soda, salt, and borax to help keep a clean home. You can use vinegar and water to clean countertops, mirrors, and windows. You can also use baking soda and water to clean grimy surfaces such as the stovetop or bathtub. By creating your own cleaning products using cheap products, you'll be saving a ton of money. Number 2. Mend your own clothes. It's unfortunate that many modern people don't know how to sew on a new button. This simple skill not only extends the life of your clothes, but also saves you money in the long run, especially if you have children or a spouse who tends to be hard on their clothes. Learning to do things like mending seams, patching holes, or sewing on a button can be a game changer when it comes to your wardrobe. While some may think that sewing is an outdated skill, it's a valuable one that can help you save money and reduce waste. For example, did you know that aprons were originally designed to protect clothes? Back then, women didn't have many dresses, so they used aprons to keep their clothes clean and tidy, extending their use. You too can adopt this practical approach by putting on an apron every time you work in the kitchen or garden, or engage in any other dirty job. By doing so, you'll protect the clothes you've already invested your hard-earned money in. Number 3. Grow your own food. As a big advocate for growing your own food, we want to encourage you to consider planting a pot of herbs or a tomato plant on your back patio. It's a skill that's important and shouldn't be lost, as our very existence depends on it. Not only that, but growing your own food can also save you money, depending on how much you spend on gardening and how much produce you usually buy. When done carefully, cultivating a vegetable garden can help you save a lot of money, especially on higher-priced items like berries and fresh herbs. Number 4. Save old containers for reuse. In our daily lives, we often come across different types of containers that we use to store various items. From food storage containers to plastic bottles, the list is endless. However, have you ever thought of reusing these containers instead of just throwing them away? Not only is reusing containers an environmentally friendly practice, but it can also save you a considerable amount of money. One of the most common containers that we use in our homes is the sour cream or yogurt tubs. These containers are perfect for storing leftovers, packing lunches, or organizing screws in the shed. By simply washing them out, you can repurpose them to suit your needs, thus eliminating the need to buy expensive containers. Another great example of reusing containers is glass bottles. After finishing your favorite drink, you can wash out the bottle and turn it into a beautiful flower vase. You can even get creative and paint the bottle to match your home decor. Similarly, a 2-liter bottle can be turned into a bird feeder with just a few modifications. Number 5. Line dry clothes. If you're looking for a way to simplify your daily routine and save money, why not consider air drying your clothes on a clothesline? You'll love the experience, just like many others have. Hanging clothes on the line will become a pocket of peace and quiet in your otherwise hectic day. It's a therapeutic break that not only benefits you, but also your family and the environment. By air drying clothes, you can save money on electricity bills and extend the life of your clothes, making it a win-win situation. Furthermore, the natural scent of freshly aired clothes is refreshing and uplifting, adding an extra layer of joy to your life. So why not give it a try? Embracing this simple change can contribute positively to your wallet. Number 6. Cook from scratch. It's no secret that women from past generations cooked from scratch out of necessity, as they simply didn't have a choice. Nowadays, we're fortunate to have an abundance of ready-made food at our fingertips. However, this convenience comes at a cost to our wallets, the environment, and our health. Simply put, the more you cook from scratch, the more money you'll save. Learning to make your own bread is an excellent example of this. It deserves its own category because it's so all-encompassing. Consider how many different kinds of bread you buy in a month. Learning to make your own sandwich bread, dinner rolls, tortillas, muffins, donuts, hot dog buns, and more can significantly cut down on your grocery bill. Not only is cooking from scratch cost-effective, but it's also a healthier option, When you make your own food, you have complete control over the ingredients you use, which allows you to make healthier choices. Additionally, cooking from scratch is an environmentally friendly option since it reduces packaging waste. Number 7. Learn to stock a frugal pantry. To save money and eat healthier, it's worth learning how to stock a frugal pantry, meal plan, and cook with budget-friendly ingredients. Stocking up on whole grains like oats, rice, pasta, lentils, and flour, as well as root vegetables such as potatoes, onions, carrots, and sweet potatoes can help you create healthy and satisfying meals. However, it's important to remember that the key to saving money is to only stock up on items that your family will actually eat. So take the time to consider your family's preferences and choose the frugal items that will work best for you. With a little planning and effort, you can significantly reduce your grocery bill while still enjoying delicious and nutritious meals. Number 8. Reuse parchment paper, aluminum foil, and plastic bags. In a world where waste is abundant and consumption is king, we could all learn a thing or two from the resourcefulness of past generations. Women from a bygone era were masters of finding ways to reuse everyday items, even ones we might consider disposable, like parchment paper, aluminum foil, and plastic bags. They knew not to waste anything until it had completely served its purpose. Fortunately, we can follow in their footsteps and save money by reusing these items too. All you need to do is wash out plastic bags, turning them inside out to dry. For parchment paper and clean aluminum foil, simply fold them neatly and store them in a drawer until you're ready to use them again. Not only will this help you save money, but it's also a small but significant step towards a more sustainable lifestyle. Number 9. Learn to preserve what you grow. An extension of the wonderful experience of growing your own food is learning to preserve it as well. The satisfaction of planting and harvesting your own fruits and vegetables is unmatched, but being able to preserve them for future use is also a valuable skill. Whether you choose to can, dehydrate, or freeze your produce, food preservation is definitely a money-saving skill that can benefit everyone. Even if you don't have a large garden or grow your own food, being able to preserve food that you buy in bulk or find at a discount can be a significant cost-saving strategy. For instance, buying seasonal fruits and vegetables in bulk when they're in season and preserving them can help you save a good amount of money, especially when they are out of season. Furthermore, preserving food can also help reduce food waste, which is not only good for your wallet, but also good for the environment. Number 10. Use both sides of the paper before recycling it. The following tip may seem simple, but it's often overlooked. How many of us actually think to reuse scrap paper instead of just tossing it in the trash? Paper is so abundant that we don't often consider the environmental or financial impact of such wastefulness. However, by implementing this simple habit, you can save money and reduce your environmental footprint. Instead of discarding barely used pieces of paper, why not keep them for other uses? For instance, you could create a stack of scrap paper for your children to draw on. This way, they will always know where to find the supplies they need to bring their artistic visions to life. Additionally, you could use scrap paper for note-taking, list-making, or even printing out drafts of documents before using fresh paper. With that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. And if you found this content helpful, give the video a like. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.